Imagine waking up one morning to find your entire neighborhood drowning in silence. Not the peaceful kind, but the heavy, isolating silence where no one speaks, no one smiles, no one helps. This was Maya's world. She lived in a place where kindness felt like a forgotten language, buried under stress, fear, and endless struggles. But what if one person's small acts could rewrite that silence into a symphony of hope? Maya was just an ordinary woman, juggling a full-time job, 2 kids, and a tiny apartment. Her days blurred into a repetitive cycle of deadlines and exhaustion. Yet she noticed something. Her elderly neighbor, Mr. Thompson, struggled to carry his groceries every day. Most people just walked past. Maya decided to change that. One morning, instead of rushing out, she grabbed an extra reusable bag and offered to help. Mr. Thompson's eyes lit up with a mix of surprise and gratitude. That simple gesture cracked open a door. The next day, she left a basket of fresh fruit on his doorstep. No note, just a quiet reminder that someone cared. But obstacles surfaced quickly. Some neighbors were wary, others indifferent. Maya faced skepticism. Why bother, they asked. One person can't change anything. She felt the sting of doubt, but instead of retreating, she got creative. She started a kindness chain. A note slipped under a neighbor's door, encouraging them to pass on a good deed. No pressure, just a spark. Visualize the first note, a hand-painted card with a simple message, "Smile at a stranger today." It seemed small, almost invisible, but it landed in Mrs. Garcia's hands, who then helped a young mother with a stroller down the stairs. That mother, inspired, paid it forward by teaching her son to say thank you with genuine warmth, changing their home atmosphere. Maya documented these moments quietly, snapping photos of blooming smiles and exchanged gifts of kindness. A cup of coffee, a shared umbrella, a warm meal left on a porch. The neighborhood, once a mosaic of isolation, started to shimmer with connection. She faced fatigue and frustration. Some days, the silence crept back and the walls seemed thicker. But Maya learned to embrace patience like a muscle, growing stronger with each setback. She realized transformation wasn't a thunderclap, but a steady heartbeat. Months passed. A community garden blossomed where an empty lot used to be, tended by volunteers who had met through Maya's kindness notes. Children played together, sharing stories and laughter that echoed through streets previously muted. Mr. Thompson taught gardening tips, his eyes twinkling with renewed purpose. Maya's journey teaches us that impactful change begins with noticing the small cracks in our world and choosing to fill them. It's about the courage to act when no one else does, the creativity to find new paths when old ones close, and the resilience to keep going despite setbacks. So what's your first step? Look around. Who could use a hand, a smile, or a simple note? Start your own kindness chain. Pass it forward. Remember, one small act may seem like a drop, but together these drops carve rivers of change. Your neighborhood, your community, your world is waiting for that first spark. Be the one who lights it. But Maya's story didn't end there. As the kindness chain grew, so did the sense of belonging among the neighbors. The local school invited Maya to speak about her movement, inspiring students to create their own kindness projects. A group of teenagers organized a cleanup day, turning neglected corners into vibrant spaces filled with flowers and murals painted with messages of hope and unity. The local bakery began donating leftover bread to families in need, inspired by the renewed spirit in the community. The neighborhood library started hosting weekly story times, bringing children and parents together, fostering connections that had once seemed impossible. Maya found herself at the center of a blossoming network of goodwill, yet she remained humble, always reminding others that the change belonged to everyone. She encouraged neighbors to share their stories, creating a bulletin board filled with notes of gratitude, drawings from children, and photographs capturing moments of kindness. One chilly autumn evening, the community gathered around a bonfire in the new garden. Faces glowed in the firelight, laughter and conversations weaving a tapestry of togetherness. Mr. Thompson shared stories from his youth, his voice steady and warm, while children passed around marshmallows, their eyes wide with wonder. In that moment, Maya realized that kindness was not just an act, but a force that healed wounds, bridged gaps, and built futures. It was the common thread that connected diverse lives, weaving them into a resilient fabric of community. This transformation did not happen overnight. It was the product of countless small gestures, a smile exchanged, a door held open, a meal shared. It was the patience to keep reaching out, even when met with silence, the bravery to believe in something bigger than oneself. Maya's story reminds us that every neighborhood, no matter how silent or divided, holds the potential for harmony. It challenges us to see beyond our busy lives and recognize the power we each hold to spark change. In your own world, what silence is waiting to be broken? Who is waiting for a hand, a smile, a note? Start small. It might be as simple as greeting a neighbor, helping carry groceries, or leaving a kind note on a community board. Imagine the ripple effect. Your small kindness inspiring another, that person's act encouraging someone else, until a wave of goodwill sweeps through streets, towns, and cities. The world is vast, and problems often feel overwhelming, but change begins in moments like these, quiet, personal, deliberate. It begins with you choosing to be the light in a place that feels dark. So take that first step. Reach out, connect, pass on kindness like a flame, because together, our small acts become the spark that ignites a brighter, more compassionate future for all.